Okay, so let's see. We want to talk a little bit about the housing. I see we have a question here from Jansen who's asking about the rent and the housing in Bismarck. Can you talk a little bit about that, Carla?
So there are apartments here that are already available. It's already fully furnished. That's between, if it's like a one bedroom, it's between about 500 to 700, just kind of depends. If you want to have a washer and dryer in the unit instead of a communal one, like you have to go downstairs and with a coin, use with a coin. So
Public.
with me, when I moved here, I prefer to have my own washer and dryer just to relieve myself of the headache. And I don't want to, you're already tired from working a 12-hour shift alone, and then you have to drag your laundry downstairs and then drop coins there. So I said, so when I got that apartment, I was also very lucky because it was a new building and I was the first tenant there. So all the appliances were still had plastics. So, and a 2 bedroom, 1 bath apartment costs around 800, between 800 to 900. So it was very affordable. Of course, with a nurse's salary, that is, you still have a lot to take home, even if you take out, the expenses for apartment or housing. And then if you need like a 3 bedroom or a 4 bedroom, then I think you will have to spend between 1100 to 1300 or even more, if you want to have like your own backyard. I'm living in a duplex house, and that costs us about 1100. So we're already very lucky because we have a 3 bedroom, 1.5 bath house that we're living in, and it's only 1100. So compared to, and I have a friend in New Jersey, she's only living in a 1 bedroom apartment and it costs her 1700. So huge difference.
I live in San Diego, California. I don't even want to tell you what it will cost.
Oh my God.
It's like, yeah. Ruby, anything to add about the housing or the accommodation?
Yeah, so with the housing, you can have like a lease for 6 months or to 1 year. So what I observe, if you like lease like 6 months, it's kind of expensive compared to when you um what's this rent for about a year. So they kind of have a like a discount for that.
Mhm.
Yeah, so roughly 800 to 1,000. So what I suggest also, of course, you need to check the kind of neighborhood, because as a nurse you
Yes.
will be working different shifts. So make sure that you check the neighborhood, that it's safe for you when you go out at night or you go home at night. So that's number one factor. And then of course, having laundry, it's also very helpful, but it will also add on the rent. So if you want, if you're single, then you can have somebody who also is single. Then you can rent a room, or you can rent an apartment and have a split with everything. That's how I do when I first came here. So I have a friend. She's single, so we just have everything, and it save a lot. But make sure also that you two are, getting
Getting
uh
choose,
yes,
choose
right,
wisely. Yeah.
One thing
to
I wanted to add, Tanya, is
mm,
if they are going to get an apartment, make sure that it has like a garage,
yeah.
because it really saves time for you, especially during the winter. You have to park your car inside the garage so that in the morning or the next day when you need to go to work or somewhere else, your car won't be under snow or ice, and you'll have to do all that work in 30 minutes. You have to scrape the snow and get the snow out of your car. So if it's inside the garage, so at least your car is kept clean, and then you won't have to do all that work about snow stuff. So that's one thing, yeah, instead of an off-street parking, because I know
Yeah.
that there are some areas, yeah, it's cheap and you don't have a garage, it's just an off-street parking. Yeah, but your car is not safe, especially during the night, because there are sometimes there are places or neighborhoods that robbery with theft and robbery is kind of rampant. So just be very careful and get an apartment that has a garage.
Yeah.
instead.
Yeah, so having a garage, that's a great tip. So thank you for raising that. I think that's really good advice. And, you know, just to point out that North Dakota is the 18th safest state in the United States. So even though, as Carl and Ruby said, you know, sometimes they can, you know, and that's like in any city in the world. You're going to
Yes.
have some areas that are better areas than others. So it's just to educate yourself about that, because every place in the world
Yes.
has got that.